Wait, did I share with audio?
I don't know, Richard.
Oh yeah, I'll have to reshare my screen. Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the MakeCode Arcade Advanced stream. I'm Richard, your technically inept coder for the day, at Richard on the MakeCode forum.
And I'm Daryl at Darzu on the forum.
I'm Joey at JWonder on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Shannon at Checkout on the MakeCode forum.
And I'm Vivian at Live Cheerful on the MakeCode forum. What is happening, Richard?
We're all moving around.
Oh my God.
I'm working on it, guys.
We'll do it live.
Did it work this time?
Yeah, I think it worked this time. All right.
Okay.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
I know my screen was like appearing and coming back for a while. The reason why was because I kept forgetting where the include sound button was.
Did you keep sharing without sound?
Yeah, so I shared without sound like 3 times.
Okay.
All right.
Loud and
Got it?
clear.
Yep.
All right. So hello everybody. We're working on our skating game again today, and you might have remembered that yesterday's stream ended on a downer because we were doing something dumb, which was I was trying to do a fun little hack to make it so that it forced our blocks project to open back up, and it turns out that was broken. So don't do as I do. But I've fixed everything. And I've also fixed the bug, but it hasn't been released yet, so it'll be released probably later this week. But anyway, let's talk about our skating game. So Daryl, you have not seen the skating game before.
I have not. Tell me what's going on here.
You've been to a roller skating rink?
Yeah. Go around in circles.
Good. All right. Yeah. So we're recreating everyone's favorite birthday party location, but we're recreating probably the most important part of it, which is those weird dance games that you do just because the MC tells you to. All right, so you do that, and then you get over for your dance game. So we'll go over here. All right, now watch these moves. All right, now I want everybody to do the sounds, please.
Woo! Good job.
Joe.
Gosh, this is like when we do the birthday celebrations in our stand-ups.
Joe.
Woo!
Joe.
Joe.
Oh.
No. I feel like there's none. I'm just like not ready for the next round, and then it's too late.
Joe.
Wait,
Hey, we
so
got over 50%, guys.
Not terrible.
Do you use the D-pad, or what are the controls?
Yeah, it's the D-pad. So it can either be left, right, or up. You have to do it in time.
Oh.
Yeah, and then when the game is over, well, I guess Cool Cat is stuck doing this pose, but everyone went back to skating, which is good because I don't think we actually got to test this yesterday.
I think that's a good pose to be straight. Like, you got more than 50%, so you won. So you have to show you're winning.
So you're just woo forever. All right, let's go. Let's go and fix this. Yeah, so I guess I should say I did the MC. Shannon did this skater. Joey did this skater, and then Vivian did Cool Cat. And I hope you heard that both of those are with K's.
I did hear that.
Good.
Or rather, I read it.
No, you should have heard it in my voice, but it's okay. Get into it.
Okay, I'll work on my K ear.
Good. All right, so we want to make sure that we enable our character animations again on Cool Cat at the end of this. So let's go to where our big scene is. Let me see. Oh yeah, this one right here. So at the end of the scene, we're calling our in-scene stuff. We're destroying our beat indicator, and we're stopping the metronome. And we set the MC to no longer be talking, and we make all of the skaters go back to where they were. So to make it so that our character animations are working again, we're just going to go into CoolCat, and we're going to take this enable character animations. And set it to be true. And that way, at the end of the scene, we'll be skating again. All right, so let me go through the list of things that we still have left to do. So I think, first of all, we want to make it so that you don't press the B button to start the scene, right? We want to make it so that it only starts, like, I don't know, just, like, occasionally. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I also want to give some more flavor to our skating rink. So mainly, if you go in the wrong direction, people should start yelling at you. And then also, I think if you bump into people, they should say for a second, like, something, you know? Just like, oof, or get out of the way. And then finally, I think we also want to make it so that there's an end to the game. And yeah, I don't know. Do you guys have any other ideas for what we should do in this one?
Maybe you can get tickets for all the points you earned during the dance game and trade them in for prizes.
That's a fun idea.
I like that.
Oh, I thought of another fun idea.
What?
It's gonna be a surprise.
What? You can't do that to us.
I'm sorry.
Richard, just tell us, okay? You don't have to tell the rest of the people. But what's the point of being
I'll tell
on the
you, and then you won't tell. I'll tell you, and you won't tell the people on stream.
Yeah.
I would never do that because I love the people who watch our stream.
Vivian, cut the sound. Cut the sound real quick so we can do this.
Fine, I guess I'll wait. But I'm not happy about it.
All right. So first things first. Let's make it so that we see if you are going the wrong direction. So I think the easiest way to do this is we're just going to divide the screen up into quadrants like we did for the spawning logic. So let's look at our tile map. Okay, so if we were to divide this up, I'm going to draw on our tile map and then just undo all of it. I think we've got these zones, basically. So we got, like, this zone. We've got this zone.
Are these quadrants, or are they, like...
No.
Okay.
It's, like, octaves.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I realized as soon as I started doing this that it was going to be more like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one, and you get what I'm saying. So we have the four corners, and then we have the four sides. And for each of these, it's basically going to be, like if you're in this one down here, you can only move to the left. Here, you can only move up, and left and up. Here, you can move up. Here, you can move right and up. And so on and so forth. So I think that probably the easiest way to do this. Oh, and you can do whatever you want in the middle because that's like the free skate area. I think we're just going to do a big if statement inside of an on-game update and check to make sure you're not breaking the rules. So let's go ahead and figure out what the width of this looks like. So this one right here is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 by 5 is kind of what our increment is. So let's go ahead and undo all this way. Back. And now we will go into just an empty part of the canvas, make an on-game update. And we're going to check our location of CoolCat. So let's go ahead and get a location of sprite right here. We're going to make a variable, which is going to be CoolCat location. And we're going to set that to be our location of CoolCat. All right, so let's figure out what our bounds need to be. we've got kind of a defined, like, we know how wide each of the corners are, and that's going to be enough for us to figure out what the bound should be for each of these. So for the top left, that will be 0 to 5 and 0 to 5. So this will be like the x range. Let me make it brackets because that's like the way to do this. So we have the x is going to be 0 to 5, and we have the y is going to be 0 to 5. Now for the bottom left, the x is going to stay the same, but the y is going to be what? Vivian, what?
6 to 12. Inclusive. No. Wait, it should be 5 inclusive. I don't know.
Oh yeah, this should be like 0 to 4, right?
Yeah, then it should be 5 to 10.
This is for the bottom, so it should be like 16 minus 5, right?
Oh.
So should it be 10 to 15? No, it should be 11 to 15.
Was it 16 tall or is it 15 tall?
I think it's 16 tall.
So the middle section is 1 taller.
Check.
It's 16 tall because the middle one was 1 more, yeah.
Yeah, 16 tall. All right, cool. Where did I go? Where?
Top right, maybe? No?
No, I think it was bottom left. All right, we'll zoom out.
Oh.
There it is. Just like kind of in the middle of nowhere. All right. And so that means for left, we can go ahead and figure this out. It's going to be the same x. It's going to be 0 to 4. And the y is going to be just the ones that aren't covered by these two. So it's going to be, let's see.
5 to 10?
Yeah, 5 to 10. Thank you, Joey.
And inclusive, so it's both sides.
Yeah. Okay, so we can keep doing this. Let's do the right side now. So for top right, it's going to be, x is going to be, instead of 0 to 4, we're going to be doing kind of the same thing that we did here, but with 32 because we're 32 wide. So it's going to be 31 minus 4 is 27. So it'll be 27 to 31. Is that right? I think that's right.
Shouldn't it be minus 5?
9, 30, 31. That's 5,
yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, because it's confusing because it's inclusive.
Inclusive on both ends. And
it's 0 indexed.
Mm-hmm.
But 15 minus 4 is 11. 31 minus 4 is 27. So it's, helpful to think of it that way too.
Mm.
All right, so for this one, it's going to be y is going to be 0, 4. All right, and then for right, it's going to be x is going to be the same. Y is going to be the same as this one up here, so it'll be 5 to 10. And the bottom right is going to be the combination, just like we did before. So 27 to 31, and y is going to be 11 to 15. And we've only got 2 left. Let's do it. So top is going to be, the y will be 0 to 4. And then the x is going to be from between these two. So this one goes 0 to 4. This one goes 27 to 31. So it's going to be 5 to 26. And that'll make the bottom. X will also be 5 to 26. And y is going to be 11 to 15. Cool. All right. What's up?
Suggestion from chat that the MC should yell at you to get out of the dance ring if you go in the middle when there's no dance game going on.
Sure, we can do that. That'll be easy. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do an if else for this, and the else case will be we're inside the middle ring. So it'll be easy for us to figure that out. Okay, so we're going to go into a logic, and we're going to get some ands. And we're actually going to need, I think for each of these, we're going to have to do 4 checks, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't technically just need to check if we're greater than 0, but just to make it easier to look at the code, I'm going to make them all the same. So now we're going to go into tile maps, and we're going to get the column and row for our location, and we're going to get some comparison blocks. So we're going to have to do a few comparisons, 2 for the X and 2 for the Y. And this looks like we're going to be writing a code right now, but really we're just going to be copying and pasting and putting in our numbers. So code won't be so bad once we're done with it. All right, so for the lower bound, we want to do greater than or equal to. For the upper bound, we want to do less than or equal to, because that's how we did it. And then the same thing for these ones over here, but this will be for Y. And now we're going to go ahead and fill this in. So we want to make this location coolcat location. It's K. There it is. And for X, we want to do the column, because column is X when you're talking about column rows. And then for the other 2, we want to do row. And then we're good.
No. Wait, just kidding.
Okay. So now we're going to need 8 of these. So let's do it.
Wait, no, you
3,
didn't change one of the
4.
columns. The second one, it should be row, I think.
No.
Wait, no,
Column,
okay, no, never
row,
mind.
row.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Cool. All right. That's 8. Long blocks. We love long blocks. We do them a lot on stream, don't we? It's okay. We're pushing the bounds of the editor.
Literally. Put that on the edge of the workspace.
All right. Look how attractive that is. It's kind of like one of those big buses, you know, that they have in Britain.
It looks like one of those gates too.
Gates?
But sideways.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Or it could
All
be
right,
like the
let's go ahead
pedals
and
on an organ. Sorry.
No, you're good. All right, let's go ahead and fill in our numbers. So 0404. This is going to be 04. This one's going to be 510. Then this one's going to be 041115. Gosh. While I was doing it, I was like, is it just really annoying that I'm doing this in a post note instead of just doing it in the if statement? But I'm finding it very helpful right now. I'm glad we did it this way. All right, so this one's going to be 2731. This one's going to be 04. Okay, this one's going to be 2731. This one's going to be 510. This one's going to be 2731. And then this one's going to be 1115. This one's going to be 526. This one's going to be 04. And then this one's going to be 526. And this one's going to be 1115. And we should be good. All right. So now we just need to detect if we're going in the wrong direction. So to do that, we're just going to do an if statement. and we're going to check the VX and VY of CoolCat. So let's go ahead and get out a property block, change this to be CoolCat. Hey guys, how do you think CoolCat got so cool?
Maybe clothes? Cool clothes?
They have a cool headband thing.
Yeah.
It is pretty cool.
Fell down a well with a lot of other cool stuff, and then got trapped down there for a while.
Marinated with the cool stuff.
Okay, so for each of these, we're going to be checking two things, basically. We want to check, well, we just want to check if they're going in the opposite direction that they should be, right? So if you're up here, you can only go right, you can't go left. If you're here, you can only go right, you can't go left, but you can go up and down, that's fine. For here, you can go right and down, you cannot go left or up. For here, you can only go down, and so on and so forth. So for that, all we need to do is we need to check the one wrong case for each of these. So if we are in the top left, there's actually, I guess, two wrong cases for this one. And I want to make all of the error thing be the same. So instead of copying and pasting it all over the place, I'm going to make a variable that's going to be called violation.
Oof.
And we'll set violation to be equal to these things. So we actually don't need to do an if statement. We can just do an or. Okay, so if we're in the top left, we can move up. That's a negative VY. So if VY is greater than 0, and we can move, let's see, right, and that is a positive VX. So if VX is less than 0 or VY is greater than 0, that's a violation. Okay, now for the left, we can move up. So we can get rid of this or. We actually only need to check our Y. And if our VY is greater than 0, which means we're moving down, that's a violation. And now for bottom left, we need another one of these double ones. No, I made a mess of things. Okay. Now for bottom, we can only move up, which we're already checking to see if we're going down, and we can only move left. So we want to make this greater than. Okay, next we have top right. So we're going to need another double one. For top right, we can either move greater than, so less than is wrong, and we can only move down, so less than is wrong on this one too. Okay, now for right, we can only move, we only need a single one, so I'm going to skip that one. For bottom right, we can move, this one can stay the same, and this one needs to flip. And now we have top and bottom, which are both single ones. So let's go ahead and fill these ones in. So if we are in the right, we can't be moving down. So we want to make sure that the VY is less than 0. Well, the VY is greater than 0, so not less than 0. And now for the other two, we want to be checking the VX. And for the top, we can only be moving right. So we want to make sure, we want to see if the, it's a violation if the, oh, I made this X. So it's a violation if our thing is less than 0, so that's good. And for the bottom, if it's greater than 0, we're in trouble. And then finally, here, we're just going to set violation to be true. All right. And now we're going to go in here. We're going to say if we had a violation, let's just test it out. We'll have CoolCat say something. All right, so going to the right, all good. Going left, oh no. Going right, all right, this is good. Now we're going down, going up, oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Good again. Nope, 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 nope. All right, I think this is working.
Of course it's working, Richard. You know, this is prime, fresh code. It's the best.
Yeah, we
of the
never
best.
make mistakes. Ever, 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 ever quote us. Okay. So what should actually happen if you do a violation?
What if the MC in the middle, calls out and he's like, "Hey, cool cat, get in the track."
Yeah, okay. I like that. So what we'll do is we will I think that maybe we should give it like a second before your violation before we actually do the messaging. So I think we're gonna do a violation counter.
You could use the debounce timer or something like that.
Debounce timer.
You got the timer extension going.
There's a debounce?
Yeah. There's debounce, there's throttle, you should have all the ones you need. I hope.
Okay. Yeah, this will work. So, well, we want this at most once every to make sure that we don't message too often, right? So if there's a violation, we'll go ahead and do a message, and we want to put in the, we'll just do some text in the middle of the screen because the AMC might be off screen. So let's go into our story extension, and we'll get a print text. And we'll say, "Hey, cool cat. No skating backwards." And we will print this at the center of the screen. Actually, I should be using print dialog for this because that'll make it so that it's relative to camera and not stuck in the world. So let me go ahead and go to print dialog, which is this one. Oh, I renamed it. It's now print at camera. We want this to be at camera 80/60, so in the middle. And for width, we can do like, I don't know, like 60/60. All right, let's see how this looks. Oh, okay, I need to do this in a separately do.
There might be something not working.
500 short? Oh.
This is
Definitely makes
horrifying.
it seem like you're doing something wrong.
Yeah,
Okay. Huh.
Forbidden zone.
Yeah, I think there might be a bug with this debounce.
Yeah, darn it. Maybe. All right. I'll have to look at that.
Okay, in any case, we'll go ahead and do something else for now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a separately do where I'm just going to be setting it to this. I'm going to set a variable, which is going to be chastising. We will set chastising to be true here. And we will set it to be false here. And we will do a if violation and not chastising. And we actually want to set this chastising to be true outside of the separately do. Otherwise, we might get it to run a few times. I don't know why that weird line break is happening. Oh, maybe because backwards is too long to fit in the...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so for width, I'm going to up this to be 80. All right. And I think that what we need to do is we need to keep track of how many times you've been warned. And if it gets, we'll just get increasingly angrier. So we're going to make a new variable, which is going to be called violation count. We're going to change it by 1 at the end of here. And also, we'll put a little bit of a cooldown here, I think, too. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a second to react. And yeah, guys, what are some good warnings?
You're on thin ice.
I like that a lot.
Could do like, oh, so you think the rules don't apply to you, cool cat, or something like that.
I put that comma way in the wrong place. All right, Shannon, give me one.
You're not too cool for school.
You have skated before, right, Kat?
I appreciate the emotional attack.
I changed it to you aren't too cool to get schooled.
Good.
I like that, Daryl, but I want one more from Joey, and then I'm going to make it so you get kicked out. I just want to make sure everyone gets one.
I've been distracted by this one. I mean, I like Daryl's. I was gonna say like rude, just talking down. Because they don't believe in you. Just be curt with it. Sorry, I got very distracted by Vivian opening up the world of emojis to all of us.
I feel like this is unused knowledge, underappreciated. Need more emojis.
Shannon, I thought the cheeks in that were the eyes. Are they the eyes, or is that supposed to be?
No, they're the cheeks. It's
okay.
like
I thought it was just really scary eyes. Okay.
I can see if those are the eyes and the other ones are the eyebrows, and then it is kind of upsetting.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
You're a Mac user. You wouldn't get it, Richard.
Vivian showed us all the Windows hotkey to get the emoji search. So.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. All right, so we got our violation count stuff in here. So I guess let's just try this out real quick. So.
I don't like this, Richard. Make it stop. Oh.
Oh, I forgot to change the numbers. Good thing we tested it.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's go ahead and be a miscreant again.
You're out of here. Oh no.
All right. I like it a lot. Okay, but we need to do one more thing, which is we need to make sure that you don't get any violations while you are while the cutscene is happening. So we're gonna put in logic. We're going to check for currently skating. Which is what we're using to keep track of if the skaters are skating or not. So, oh, that's a variable. Just put this all in there. And we need to, I think, let me think. We also need to make it so that when it ends, you can get out before it starts chastising you. So let's go ahead and go to our dance, where the dance thing ends. So right here, end scene, and this is where they all skate back. And we're gonna make a Boolean for this, dance over. And we're going to set dance over to be true. And now over here, we're going to, once we are not in this anymore, then we are going to set dance over to be false. So the way that we're going to do that, I guess, is I guess we're just going to copy and paste it a bunch. There's probably a clever way to do this, but I'm not going to think about it. Should have changed it before I copied and pasted.
Richard, it's not about the results, it's more about the process. So
yeah, it's about the journey. Yeah, I'm learning stuff, you know?
So, you know, very therapeutic doing this copy and the drag and the yeah.
It's meditative. It's like I'm going into a trance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to take this violation and we're going to be doing if violation and not chastising and not dance over. Oh, whoops. Not. There it is. All right, cool. Okay, I think we should be good to go now. I'm gonna be doing that a bunch of skating in the wrong direction immediately when the game starts. I'm actually, maybe we should make it so that when the game first starts, you have like a little bit of a grace period. I'm gonna do that. So I'm actually going to put one more and in here. And this is going to be a comparison. And we're going to compare the time since start. Time since start is greater than, we'll give you 2 seconds to figure out what's going on. Cool. So now I can do whatever I want. Oh no. Okay. So the last thing I want to do, well, I mean, there are a few things left I want to do, but mainly I want to make it so that when we bump into somebody else, they get a little angry at us. And I also want to make it so that Oh, I was in the center. That's what it was. I also want to make it so that when you are skating, well, no. When you're doing the dance moves, that the oofs and goods are a little nicer to look at. And then I think we'll be done with this game. Should there be a win condition, or should this just go on forever?
I feel like
Fun
you should. I
never
don't
ends.
think we have enough. Oh, sorry, Jerry.
I just said the fun never ends.
I don't know if we have enough time for this, but I feel like there should be like a door that you can go to, and when you hit the door, then you have a little menu of things you can buy with your points, and then it's game over.
Ooh, I like that. What kind of things would you buy?
A rainbow slinky, airheads.
Poor quality. Yeah.
Those
Poor quality
hands.
candy.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
The hands. Yeah.
Bouncy ball, tiny bouncy ball.
I like it.
A scooter.
Oh, this is reminding me also of my surprise.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, Richard, have we forgotten about the surprise? Because I haven't.
I haven't. Okay, we're gonna do the surprise right now. Okay, so it's gonna look a little weird for a bit, but I'm not gonna say what I'm doing. So sorry.
What's happening?
It's a mystery. It's Richard's Mystery Theater, serving up mysteries for you and me. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking of a better way to do this, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. Instead, I'm going to make a function, and it's going to be called Make a Mystery. And I'll change it to makes more sense once I've actually done it. But we're going to go ahead and create an image. And we're going to set this to be our backdrop. And this backdrop is going to be a little bit bigger than the screen. I think it's actually going to be like 160 by 120 plus 16 on both sides. So let's do that. We're going to go into the image and get a create image. So this is going to be like 176. By the way, this is definitely not going to run on hardware, but we were already not going to run on hardware with this game. We're going to fill it with a color. Backdrop. It starts with a B. It's so easy to find.
All the words start with a letter.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Joey, do you have draw circle in your sprite utils?
Maybe.
I think so.
All right, let's add it.
Yeah. No harm, right?
It's true.
Mm-hmm. That's not good.
Whoops. That's not a hyphen.
No
That's
S.
not an S. All right. Let's go back to the mystery. Here you go. We're going to go into sprite utils and we're going to get the draw circle. Nice. Oh, but it's draw circle. It's not fill circle.
Well, can you?
Joey.
Yeah. I can add fill circle.
You can do like a lot of draws. You can make a draw circle function.
Yeah, just do a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
just do n draw circles where n is the radius. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a very long time, so I'm not gonna do that. instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do this. I'm going to make a circle image that I'm just going to draw throughout the tile map. And I'm actually, because this is not going to work with transparency, I'm going to fill this with pink, and then I'm going to change the pink into transparency.
Can I guess what your surprise is?
Sure, yeah.
Is it going to be a lot of different spotlights moving across the skate floor, creating an ambiance?
Not quite.
Okay, I have no idea what
Disco
it is.
ball?
Daryl!
Disco ball! That's amazing!
You said we could guess.
Yeah, Daryl's right.
Wow.
So we're gonna make some variables so that we can do this for index, this nested for index. So we're going to do 2 for indices. We're going to go into variables, make another one called y. And this is a fun trick that I only learned the other day, actually, despite working on MakeCode for quite a long time. But if you right-click on the variable, you can change it to be something else. Okay, so we're going to be drawing it at the, we're going to do a little math here. So we're going to do x times, I think we want to do it times 16. And then we want to subtract some number from it. And let's go ahead and, so that we can test this out, we're going to go ahead and create a shader at the end of this. And it's going to be using our backdrop image. And we're going to call this function so that we can actually see what we're doing. Make a mystery. There it is. Nice, it's all dark now. Okay, so to make it not dark everywhere, we're going to go into our image category. We're going to get Shannon's favorite block.
Woo!
And we're going to change pink into transparency. All right, cool. Nothing happened because we're drawing everything at x and y both 0. So we want to make sure that we're doing this instead at, you know, a little mathy location. So we want it to be doing it, I think, at every 16 by 16 square. But we're going to be doing it like, let's see, what's the word? Centered in that square. So because this is 9 by 9, we should be able to do that if we just do x plus 1 times 16 minus 8 or something like that. Math, 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 math.
Do you guys know what the you know when you have like x squared plus something plus, no, x squared plus something with an x plus just a regular number, and you know how you make that into the x plus whatever times x plus whatever?
Factoring.
Yeah. So do you know the factoring song for the y equals whatever? Does anybody know
No,
it?
do you?
I don't know it. I, for some reason, never got taught. I don't know what the song is.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Rules?
Oh my gosh, this looks amazing.
So you can see our little dots now. So let's go ahead and keep doing this. We want to adjust this rule so that it's the right number. So we're dividing this into 16 by 16 chunks. So by default, this will be 11 for the x. And then for the y, 136 divided by 16 is not an even thing, but it's going to be 8 plus 1, so it'll be like 9. Yeah, that works. All right. Now we want to make it look like we want this to be moving, right? Because disco balls move around.
Yeah.
So to do that, we're going to be we're going to give it a velocity. Yeah. One cool thing about the shader. Oh yeah, sorry. Down here, we want to do disco ball. One cool thing about the shader extension is that everything is a sprite still, so we can give it a velocity and that'll work just fine. So we've got that going. You saw it was doing something a little weird because it is currently a sprite and it has collisions. We don't actually want it to have collisions, so we're going to be setting a flag on it, but that flag is going to be relative to camera, which, if you didn't know, also turns off collisions. All right, look at it go. Okay, so obviously this isn't very useful. We want to make it so that it looks like it's looping. So to do that, we're going to start it out with the top and left being at 0.
This feels like, you know, when Bob Ross does something bold to the painting and it looks kind of weird for a second and you're like, oh man, Bob Ross, you made a mistake. This is what it feels like. And then Richard, you're just gonna pull it back in together at the end. It's gonna be like, wow, a disco ball. I feel like I'm there.
That is what's gonna happen. Okay, so we're gonna be doing an on-game update, and basically all we need to do is we need to take the top and we need to take the left, and we want to make it so that it wraps. And because we're repeating on a 16 interval, what we can do is we can make it so that the top and left just use the remainder block to make it wrap around. So we do this to 16, and we're going to put the top in there. So let me go ahead and get a git. I'm going to do this whole thing. Make this left. Oh, right. Yeah. Joey, what do I do? Joey, what do I do? Joey, what do I do?
Sorry,
Joey, what do I do?
I was
Joey,
looking
what do I
away
do?
for a second. I just have no idea what's
Richard,
going
what's
on
happening?
here.
All right,
disco
so-
ball.
Yeah, so I know what to do. It's just going to be a little gross, and there might be a better way to do it. So we're going to make these both -16 because we actually wanted to. The reason I made it 16 bigger is so that we would have a little bit of like leeway. And what we're going to do is we're going to, because remainders are weird, we're going to do +16, mod 16, -16.
Oh, okay. That's
Just like that. And we're going to make this left.
Yeah.
And I think that should work just fine.
So it was just that it was a negative result there is what was happening? Yeah, okay. That is great.
I think it's maybe moving a little too fast, you know? So let's move this down to like 2020.
Is there any way to have it not relative to camera? Because, you know, we don't have the disco ball on Cool Cat themselves.
Disco ball is the star.
I don't know. Can you think of anything, Daryl? I don't think I can.
Like you could mod the cameras left and right and like add that in somehow. Oh, I don't know. I have to really think about the math.
Yeah, one thing I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make it so that they're bigger dots. So we'll do it like this. We're going to divide both of these by 2 plus 1. So it's going to be 6 by, and then this will be 5. And we're going to change our math to be times 32. And of course, that's going to make it clip a bit. Yeah. So we need to actually make it so that we are bigger by 32. So this will be, let's see, 192. And then this will be plus 16.
202?
52. And then we'll make this 32. Make this 32. And if I was smart, I would be doing this with a variable so that I didn't have to just copy and paste 32 all over the place if I decide to change my mind again. But, you know, I'm not smart.
Good.
All right, so we got a little bit of a glitch where it's like kind of appearing, but I like it. We're going to leave it as is. Cool. Okay, so we need to hide this, I think, once we get into the scene. So I'm going to, inside of our start im scene. Yeah, you forgot about that great function name I came up with. We're going to set the invisible flag on our disco ball. And I think we're going to set the we're gonna turn it back off when we are at the end of our scene. So side of dance over. And I think that's it for today. So maybe we should play through the game.
Do you need to toggle the invisible?
Oh, you're right. I need to make this off. Oh wait, we have one last thing that we need to do, which is we need to make it so that the dance game just like starts after a while. So to do that, we're going to just go into our on start. We're going to go into the timer extension and do a after whatever do. Set this to be like 5 seconds. You have some time to skate around. And then we will go and call our function start im scene. Well, maybe I'll make it like 10 seconds. We also want to get rid of our on B button press. And now I think we want to also copy this. And where we are doing the where we're setting the invisible to be off, we're going to paste it. I realize now I just pasted it up here. And we're going to do after 10,000. Well, we'll make it like 30 seconds for the next one. And just to make this kind of like a game, I think we might come back to this one more day, just to do, I think, Shannon's awesome idea. We're going to make it so that if you do... What, the buying stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Joey's idea. So we're going to make it game over win. If you get it perfectly.
This is the time, Richard. You're gonna do it perfectly ever. It's gotta be now.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna do my best.
Okay.
We're gonna be heartbroken if you don't.
Cho. 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 Easy.
Sure.
Woo. Cho. Cho. Cho.
Easy.
Guys, I might actually be able to do it this time.
Don't jinx it.
Woo. Cho. Woo. Woo. Woo.
Sure. Woo woo woo.
How? Look at you.
Wow.
All right.
So all the other participants nail it every time. You know.
Yes. Yeah, you're just so cool. You're kind of like the ne'er-do-well.
It's an underdog story, right? You don't care if everybody who's been doing it for years and has it down to a practice. You want the new person who just came in. See.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. I've been Richard, at Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I've been Daryl at Darzu on the MakeCode forum.
I've been Joey at J Wonder on the MakeCode forum.
I am Shannon at Checkout on the MakeCode forums.
And Vivian at Love Cheerful on the MakeCode forum.